Hey guys, I want to talk for a minute about the Bronco unveil. I've been really excited about this. Back in 2004, I went up to Detroit with my family and we took a look at the auto show up there, and they unveiled the '05 Mustang and the Bronco concept. It was a really exciting time for Ford, but really for cars in general. We started seeing the introduction of retro vehicles. The Bronco I absolutely fell in love with, and fast forward to now, we finally are getting one available to us, a new model, and it's going to be released as a 2021. And today they just released the um, the ability to reserve the vehicle, although the server's having issues right now. The pricing, they went over some features, and they dropped three different ads about the vehicle that were played in different places. You can go back now and watch them. Ford did an awesome video that really shows it all. Some key things that I think are really exciting. We've got removable doors, and those doors can be put in individual bags, and they all fit in the back of the vehicle, and that's 2 or 4 doors. So if you've got the 4 door, you can fit all 4 doors back there. The doors themselves are pillarless, and so that makes them a lot more compact. So that means there's no, or pillarless or frameless, however you want to say it. There's nothing that goes around the windows and keeps them about half height. So that's what makes them possible to stow them all. They also move the mirrors off of the doors onto basically the front structure by the windshield. And so you pull the doors off, the mirrors stay intact. That's really exciting. Going on into the performance and suspension, they haven't been talking about the engine options and things in the ad, but you can certainly hear that it's an EcoBoost motor. Early predictions are 2.3 and 2.7 liter EcoBoost, 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder respectively. I got to dig in here and see if there's any more updated information. There is a 7-speed manual transmission where the first gear is a crawl gear, and that's kind of like dog legs. You go to the left and down for crawl, and then you've got your 6 speeds. Alternatively, you can go to the automatic, and there's a 10-speed automatic, which is probably a pretty sweet ride. In either case, there's suspension options. We've got an adjustable suspension that supposedly has sensors and can be dynamically adjusted. I don't know much more about it, but it sounds really exciting. They also have hydraulic disconnect sway bars, and typically those have to not be under load to switch. But what's unique about this is you can switch them under load. So apparently it figures out as soon as there's a break in load, and then will immediately disconnect and then be able to switch back. So it kind of takes care of that for you, is what it sounds like. That's pretty exciting. The aftermarket's going to go crazy over this vehicle, but Ford got ahead of the game. There's already 200 accessories available for the Bronco and over 100 for the Bronco Sport. So plenty of ways to make the vehicle as you'd like. And that is really exciting because it's really going to take the culture and the following to make a brand like this succeed, and that's what Ford's doing here. They're building a brand, a Bronco sub-brand that covers these 3 vehicles, or 2, depending how you want to look at it: Bronco 2-door, Bronco 4-door, and Bronco Sport. There is a roof rack available for all models. The Bronco Sport actually has an interior bicycle mount, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, you've got all kinds of exterior accessories on these. But if you go into the interior, there's some really cool stuff. So there's up to a 12-inch screen in the Bronco, 8-inch in the Bronco Sport, and that's going to be awesome. In that display, you've got the ability to pull up trail maps, and they're downloadable, so you don't need internet connection for them to work, which is really exciting. And if you're familiar with GM's performance data recorder that you can use on track, and it's got a data overlay and records video, that's going to be available on the Bronco, which is really exciting. It's not the same thing. It's a little different, and it's geared towards off-roading. So that's really a neat option. One of the things I'm probably most excited about on the interior of the new Bronco is above the dash up front, there's an entire accessory rail, and they show it mounting GoPros, they show it mounting a phone, and I'm sure there's gonna be tons of accessories where you can just thread anything onto there. I'm sure people will put, additional like exterior GPSs. I don't know if radar detectors make sense. An iPad mount or something like that for doing some serious off-roading and adventuring. And who knows, I'm sure people come up with a lot of ideas, but it's pretty expansive, goes across most of the dash in the front. So that's a really, really neat feature. I'm always looking for places to mount GoPros and stuff because I love recording adventures I go on. And the Bronco is going to be perfectly poised for that. I was looking at the AC controls and everything like that. There's heated mirrors, heated wheel, heated seats. I didn't see a cooled or ventilated seat option, but that's okay. That's usually comes in higher trim vehicles. I know you can pay $60,000 for a Bronco though, so we'll see. It'd be nice to have that option. But all in all, it's a beautiful package. Every leaked photo leading up to now has been more and more impressive, and now that we've seen the actual thing, I think it's gorgeous. Beauty's subjective, but this one checks all the boxes for me. So far, everything we've seen has been hardtops, and you can get them in matching color or in black, and there might even be a contrast color like white available. There's also a key color in the interior on a lot of the dash area that I'm not sure yet if that matches the exterior color or if that's a contrast color as well. But there's a lot of opportunity for customization. One really cool thing is in the doors, there's some netting to make some big open all-weather pockets in the doors. That's really cool too. So, you know, I could probably talk about this forever, but I won't pull you through all of that. As I find more, if you guys are interested, I can put more together in a video. But that is the new 2021 Bronco. From what I understand, that the dealers will put in the orders in December, and they can hit dealer floors in April of 2021. If you put in a reservation today or whenever you do, you've got time before you have to finalize all the details. That's all spelled out in the plan there. So take a look, check it out, and tell me what you think about the new Bronco. I'm in love with it. I absolutely want to buy one, and hopefully that'll happen soon. So if I were to pick one of these up, I think I would go with the Badlands trim level. That would allow me to still get the 2.3 liter 4-cylinder with the 7-speed manual. If you decide to get the 2.7 V6 twin turbo, you're stuck with the 10-speed auto. You can get the 10-speed auto on the 4-cylinder, but I want 4-cylinder because I want the manual transmission. In the only trims that would give you that 12-inch screen, which I think is going to be a really big deal for, you know, feeling modern a few years down the line, are the Outer Banks Badlands and beyond. Excited about like the rubberized floor with the drain plugs and the you know, the marine grade seats, the vinyl seats, on top of the fact that, you know, you've got all this capability. You also get the sway bar disconnect at that trim level, but I'd have to get that mid package, and that's what gives me that 12-inch display. And I don't know if I'd spring for the Sasquatch package or not. That's what gains you those 35s. That's what gives you the intelligent shocks and all that kind of stuff. It's just and the different final drive. But I'd have to see how expensive that is. We're already talking about a Badlands starting at like 42, and you're gonna have to pay something to get that high package, which I would really want. And so I know it's gonna get up there really quick, and I think that and the Sasquatch might push me well over 50, and that's probably more than I want to pay. But to get that 7-speed manual with a crawl gear, all the GOAT modes, and you know, some serious off-road capability, I think that's a really awesome package, and pretty competitive price if you look at the market there. But again, tell me guys what you guys think, which one interests you, and I'll put together some more specifics on all the packages as a separate video so you don't have to drudge through them here. This was just my overview, and you get an idea of my impressions. I was able to get a reservation in, so we'll see come December if I'm actually able to spec it out, what the prices really look like. Maybe I can lock something in right away and then be able to get it as soon as April. So here's hoping.